Have they told you it's over? That you've had your time? They're wrong. Dead wrong. This isn't a farewell to power. It's the beginning of something sharper, quieter, and far more dangerous. If you're a man over 50, this isn't just a video. It's a mirror, and what you see in it could change everything. If you're over 50, chances are you've heard some version of the same tired lie. Your best years are behind you. You feel it when younger men at work stop asking for your opinion. You hear it in the doctor's voice, as he speaks more of managing decline than building strength. You see it in the way women pass you by now, without a second glance. It frustrates you, cuts deep, but like always, you swallow it, because that's what you've been taught to do. But let's get one thing straight. You are not done. This is the moment where the truth becomes dangerous, because for the first time in your life, you've got the experience, the pain, the scars, and the wisdom to match. Most importantly, you've run out of time to waste. This isn't some motivational fluff. It's a call to arms, not to battle the world, but to rise into your final form. While society worships youth, Stoicism whispers something deeper. The older you get, the more unshakable you must become. So what does that look like, not in theory, but in raw, real life? Why older men hold the real leverage. Younger men sprint after everything. Money, women, status, likes, loud voices, flashy toys. It's chaos disguised as ambition. But an older man? He learns to master stillness. Stillness is not passivity. It's contained power. It's the clarity to know that 90% of what people chase is meaningless, and the other 10% can't be bought. Stillness stops the leak of your energy. No more fixing everyone. No more trying to be liked. No more chasing noise. You move from reaction to presence. Ever watched an old lion in the wild? He doesn't run. He waits. Because he knows exactly when to strike and when to stay still. As a man over 50, you hold that same gravity. You don't need to be the loudest in the room. You just need to stand like someone who stared death in the eye and didn't flinch. Stillness becomes your presence. Women respect it. The world senses it. Because you've done something rare. You've survived yourself. Let the world call it intimidating. There comes a moment in a man's life where he either shrinks to fit the soft modern mold, or he becomes a mountain. And people, they learn to walk around mountains. Let the world adjust. You don't owe softness to anyone. Not to the culture. Not to strangers. Not to anyone who hasn't walked a single mile in your boots. This world wants older men to apologize. For being masculine. For being direct. For having standards. For not bending to every emotional wave. But, in a society obsessed with comfort and sensitivity, your raw presence is exactly what it's starving for. You don't need to shout. You don't need to argue. You simply need to exist without folding. Take up space again. Sit with your legs wide. Speak with deliberate calm. Hold eye contact until the other person breaks. You're not cruel. You're not outdated. You're masculine, and that today is rare, which makes it priceless. Don't bury your nature just to make others feel safe. Stand tall. Let them adjust. How the second half becomes your prime. They say men peak in their 30s. That's false. Men peak when they choose to master themselves. Your 60s can be your prime, but only if you return to discipline. Not the boot camp kind, the dignified kind. Wake up and move your body. Eat like your future depends on it, because it does. Stop outsourcing your clarity to the news or to cheap dopamine. Start every day with silence. A walk, a cold shower, a journal. Not because it's trendy, but because your time now is currency, and you must spend it like it matters. Want vitality back? Train. Want peace? Stop consuming garbage. Want focus? Build your inner cathedral. The older you get, the more your actions echo. You're not just living anymore. You're leaving something behind. Make it strong. Stop chasing. Start attracting. You'll notice something shifts after 50. The games, they get old. The chase, exhausting. You're not here to impress. You're here to be met. And here's the paradox. The moment you stop chasing women is the moment they start coming to you. Not the shallow ones, not the ones looking for sugar daddies or status, but the rare ones who feel your stillness and lean in. This only happens when you stop living externally. Women are drawn to men who are whole in their own, men who don't need approval, men who walk like they've already arrived. So stop dressing like you're 25. Stop acting like you need to stay young. Own the gray. Wear the wisdom. Speak from your chestnut, your throat. There is nothing more attractive than a man who knows he is enough. You're not invisible. You're just finally in a place where you choose what and who you see. Become the man they speak of when you're gone. This isn't the end. This is the part that matters most. Every conversation you have. The way you treat younger men. The example you set when nobody's watching. That is legacy. It's not about titles, or trophies, or paychecks. It's about the impact you make when no one asked you to. What did you tolerate? Who did you protect? What did you teach? And most of all, who did you become? Your legacy won't be a gravestone. It'll be the stories told when you're no longer here. Live now as the man they'll quote at your funeral. Be the one they name when someone asks, "Who taught you how to be a man?" Let the answer be you. You're not past your prime. You're standing in your age of power, where your calm cuts deeper than chaos, where your silence speaks louder than noise, where your presence is heavier than any pose, but only if you reclaim it. If this video stirred something inside you, type "I'm not done" in the comments. Let's light a fire under this generation of older men, because the world doesn't need more talk. It needs men who walk with weight, speak with calm, and live with legacy. And remembrance doesn't weaken you, it sharpens you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Stoic Blend for more timeless wisdom. Thank you.